Okay, guys, I'll get a little update for you. I ordered some stuff online, and also been communicating with the mystery pizza delivery boy. I don't even know what you want to call him. Mystery man. Or woman. I'm assuming it's a man, because I don't have any female fans. Alright. This was so, got an email yesterday. I actually got it like 6 days ago. 6 days ago, I got this email. I didn't notice it for 4 days, so the day before yesterday, I noticed it. And it's from a guy named Dolos. Dolos. No subject. This is coming from that Pensaticutely at 69 at gmail.com, wherever it was. I don't even, Pilsen Tacutely, something like that. It says, they were supposed to be lemon pepper wings. They are the only delivery place close enough to you out in BFE. I'm assuming that means bumfuck Egypt. So, all capitals, no punctuation. Lends me to believe younger guy. Probably not highly educated. We're saying, I'm trying to figure stuff out. Let's see, I wrote back to him. I said, who is this? Why so mysterious? And he wrote back, today, I will answer your questions 3, but no explanations. I am able to provide affirmative or negative only. Okay. Still no punctuation. There's a comma in there, but there's no period at the end. All caps. So I was thinking, like, what 3 questions could I ask to limit it down the most, where I could figure out who it is? He also sent me a message. I don't see it on here in our conversation. It says, I thought it said, like, you have all the information you need to figure out who I am. I'm just a long-term fan from, like, 12 years fan. So, like, that would be 2008. I don't know if he sent me that on a message or where was that. I remember seeing it, but I don't see it in this email conversation. So the 3 questions I asked him are, 1, are you in the USA? Because if it's spam, then that would tell me it's spam. Maybe. I have a theory who it could be. But all caps doesn't really make sense. The second question I asked him was, have I talked to you before in Discord or Skype? Which really wouldn't tell me a whole lot, because I have talked to some people in Skype or Discord, maybe just like once or something. But if it's a complete stranger, that would be kind of weird. And then I asked him, is the information to tell me who you are in the weird letter I got? It's this weird letter here with the teacups and stuff. Again, this letter reads, Keeper's Log, 7 Sleepers Day, 244, to the rolling hills of Kentucky to go of course. Now, go of course is all mashed together, so it kind of says goof with a comma in the middle. And it's on a different line. Just go of course is on its own line by itself, which is kind of weird. I'm assuming this wasn't, like, on a typewriter. I'm assuming the guy actually folded it in thirds. Is it in actual thirds? Yeah. So he knows how to fold letters properly. Seems weird. For best reference, then that weird symbol kind of looks like the symbol you'd see in law books, like when there's a new law put out, right? Like a house bill or something, maybe, or like in the Bible, maybe. But it says prohibition on slaughter of dogs and cats for human consumption. So he may have, like, copy and pasted that line if it's not typed. And I googled prohibition of slaughtering of dogs and cats for human consumption. There's a Dog and Cat Meat Trade Prohibition Act of 2018, HR 6720, that was passed in 2018 on the Farm Bill. And then interesting. $5,000 fine. House Foreign Affairs Committee. It's part of an effort to encourage the end of dog and cat meat trade in countries and regions such as China, South Korea, Vietnam, and Nagaland. What is Nagaland? Nagaland is a landlocked state in northeastern India, bordered by the Arunachal Pradesh to the north, Assam to the west, Manipur to the south, and Sagaing region of Myanmar east. I don't think this has anything to do with it. But it seems really interesting, doesn't it? Alright, so And then it says continued observation and pizza gifting encouraged. So with that information, I don't know how I'm supposed to figure out who this is. So it might be more than just that letter. But here's my theory. Chemo time. I haven't talked to him in a while. I was thinking about him today because of all the Haka video hate from all these people from New Zealand. And he lives in New Zealand, I think. Pretty sure. So I was thinking about asking him like what he thinks about the Haka. And I was thinking, why have I never seen his videos lately? He kind of just like petered off. I didn't know he was still making videos. I thought he kind of quit. And then I looked him up. And he's changed his name to Unacceptable. Because I guess he wanted to make his channel into a podcast channel. And it's a better name like Unacceptable Podcast or something like that. So I don't see anything on here in his title of his videos that's like, let's fuck with T2. Let's send T2 a bunch of pizzas and see what he does. Because he hasn't said anything in my videos in a while. Let's see if he's still watching. I figured I would see something like that, but I didn't see anything like that. So I'll start watching some of his newest videos I haven't seen. Content Thief Australia seems interesting. But maybe one of these podcasts are like 40 minutes long. Maybe he says something about me in there. The teacups let me think it's somebody from England. If it's teacups. But I don't know. Anyway, I ordered some stuff online. First of all, I ordered some new glasses because I picked these up the other day. This part right here just snapped off and I have them like black duct taped back together. So those should be coming Friday. Today's Wednesday. One of the things I ordered was these water shoes. Let me put this back on full screen. Water shoes are like water socks, aquatic shoes. They have a good sole on the bottom for walking on the bottom of riverbanks and creeks and stuff. But they're really like meshy, just like netting or whatever. So you don't have to worry about getting them wet. So I figured if I combine these with this thing, which is I'm assuming is my gill net, I can catch more fish with way less effort. This came from China Post. Jim Jiang. Hualijia Electronics Market. Shenzhen, Guangdong. Fishing net, it says. I don't know why it'd be electronics. It seems small for what I thought it was. I think it's like a 5 foot tall fishing net. Oh yeah, it's all wrapped up there really good and tight. Don't know if I want to unravel it. Oh yeah! Look at this. So we got these little floaties. These things should float. And then this side should sink. So we got all these weights on it. Oh, this is going to be a pretty big net. It's made out of fishing line. We'll unravel just a little bit of it to kind of see what the kind of a mesh we're dealing with. Oh, this is a little bit bigger than I thought. This will catch them whoppers of fish. This is like, I think it was called 3-finger holes. So I thought it meant you can only fit 3 fingers through it, but obviously I can fit like way more than 3 fingers. This is a big, wide gill net. So I'm going to wrap her back up there. Try to keep this all... Man, this is going to be hard to keep straight. I'm going to try to catch me some fish with this sucker. I think it's like 35, 40 bucks. Which if you spent that much on fishing line, that'd be about 3 rolls of fishing line. Ain't really that much. Fishing line is pretty expensive. So the other thing I ordered, I don't know what it is. I'm about to find out because I don't remember it. It may have been another fishing net. Like one of them was going to take till October or something. Maybe it already came because this can't be glasses. It's too small. Well, I think it is fishing line. Feel nice out in here. Oh yeah, I got some green fishing line. I forgot about that. I guess I needed some. This is a braided line called Gevicont. No. 10-pound test. So it's a lighter line than I've been using. I've been using like 30-pound test. So maybe this will be easier to catch bluegills on. Plus it's the same color as the water, so it'll kind of blend in. Pretty nice. I think it was pretty cheap too, compared to what I usually been getting. It's got a weird sting to it. Yeah. It smells off. Alright. That's pretty much it. Still trying to figure out who this guy is. When he messages me back the answers to my 3 questions, maybe I'll make another video. Try and suss out who it is, or suss out. Is that what they say? If any of you guys can put this puzzle together and figure out who this is, you'd have to know probably more about my fans than I do. 7 Sleepers Day, 244, Keeper's Log. That sounds like it has something to do with Warcraft druids or something. I don't know what the 244 means. Wait a minute. Could be a timestamp on one of my videos. I don't know. I tried using all these like Caesar ciphers at work, taking the name Dolos and like running it through different shift ciphers of alphabetical swaperinos, but came up nothing. I don't know.